Hi, welcome to another video on my monorail of fischertechnik, controlled by a robo interface and ultimately by a BeagleBoard Classic running Ubuntu Linux. Previously I found that even with two propellers, each in the opposite direction but running in the same direction, that the speed wasn't what I expected. Apart from that, I also found that although I have 3 lamps to be used here in the rest of the code, they stop working just as they are needed. Problem is also that there's a question why is the speed not optimal? Well, my own reasoning is that if you look at the whole setup right now, the weight isn't anymore what it used to be. There are springs which are connected to the voltage adapters, and those replace the wire that has caused so many problems. And if you take a look at everything, then it doesn't run that fast, which is not so much of a problem if you take the amount of time correctly. Then we come automatically at the lamps, because the lamps are used to detect whether the carriage is there or not. When the light beam from the lamp is interrupted, the sensor detects 0, and depending on the direction of the carriage, it says okay, reverse and go. And that happens in a way, but not by far not good enough. The speed is slow, even at maximum speed, and well, at maximum speed of the propeller, that is, of the motor. And last time I already tried a number of things, like giving it much longer sleep, and this is the part where it says okay, I don't detect the light beam, so the carriage is here. Let me enter this. So a light beam interrupted by carriage, and this is of course light beam okay because of no carriage. And here we see it is 3 seconds, which is quite of okay, but here it should it is now 6 seconds. And what if I multiply, what if I say okay, let's replace this with at least 12? Would this improve things or not? The only way to test it, verify this, is testing it. So let's just do that. Nothing much changed in the code. Everything is saved. So let's just do that. Before I will test the increased sleeping time on the carriage, I'm going to reconstruct this support, because this is hindering, and on the other side, and let me just show you what I mean. On the other side I have this catch for the cone of the propeller, for this one. Now I have a cone on the other side as well, so basically I should have the same catch on this side. So that is what I'm going to do now. This one a little bit away. Now I can't use the upper side, so I reconstructed it for here. But first I need to remove that one and try to put it in the other side. And I have to be careful, because this is at the same time also the construction of the other rail, as you can see. So what I have to do is, this is one thing, put it at the same time here, and that is it. Now let's see how good it will work. Fair enough. If necessary I can do the upper screw as well. But now the other part, I have to remove this part and replace it with this. So let me carefully try to remove this, if possible anyway. And then I notice I should have done it in other sequence, because this shifts that way. So I need to take it out. That is one thing. And I need to deconstruct everything I see. I did not take that into account at all. So this one goes out, and this one goes in. And then this one should be alright again. No, the other way. Like this. And then I noticed this. Oops. Right. Was this a bright idea? I guess. Should I put it down? That I can. But even then, will it work? It could work then. It could. So let's put this into its place. If possible. That is one, and the other one goes right here. With this one in place. And that should work. Okay, I have to switch those. But that is the idea. And then we'll see if it works indeed. So now the screws are put in from the other side. And this actually turns out to be quite well constructed now, because the cone is exactly at this height. So even if it is doing this, it will be guided to the middle. So that's exactly what I like. Power is reinstalled, and what I should do now is testing. And the test, and if you look here at the lamp, let me show you. A finger at the height of the lamp, it is exactly the height of the motor. Will it interrupt the light beam? Just. Will it work? I hope so. So, I increased the number of seconds to 12 for this piece. So let's see if it actually works. Starting. And then I have to cut it short, because this wire is not alright. I ordered new wires, because these wires are really not actually suitable for this situation. But it's for now anything I can do. Or is it? This is not too strong either. So let's just keep it like this. A little bit squeezed together. Let's just hope it doesn't fall off. Anything is possible in this stage. Alright, go for it. So why is this still stronger than that? I don't get it. Even with this second motor, this way is much stronger. And believe me, the force is equally strong. So why is this? You even hear it. Alright, then I'll have to turn in my attention to the fan speed, because it sounds much softer that way. But that's the only explanation I can give right now, that it actually is much slower that way in speed. So yeah, Let's take a look. So right now all we can do is see here if the digital 6 so the light beam is okay because of no carriage. Then what status does it have? Does it matter right now? Not really. Here this status direction status is 1, but it has been commented out for now. And here it says 60 is 0, 60 is 0. What more can we get from that? Direction status not is 1. 1 is from the controller. Then direction status D7 is 0. But apart from that, this is important. T-set motor 2. Direction right is right or left. This is right. Speed 7. Then if direction status is 0, set motor exactly the same but opposite direction, left. And then here it says okay, make statuses make the direction status 0. And here make the direction status 1, so it reverses the direction. Then if not T digital 6, the light beam is interrupted by the carriage. So this should only be a short time. Well, this is the control app, we're not looking at that. Then change direction. Again, speed 7. I don't care about the sleeping time now. How long, which means how long this motor will run like this. Change direction status. It becomes 1. Do we have other signals? Well, motor exactly the same. Right direction. It will turn in the right side, right way. Speed 7. Here also speed 7. Everywhere the motor is set to speed 7. So how come that the power is noticeably slower? I don't get it. The power is there, so the power rods are functioning. Both motors are functioning. No doubt about that. Doesn't make sense. And it's not about the sleeping time. Does it even sleep this long? If I turn this to sleep 12, well, okay. Then what? Turn it into the right time, right side, speed 7, sleep for 12 seconds, or run the motor for 12 seconds, exactly the same thing. Do it. Direction status. Okay, this is something different, because you're running the motor for 12 seconds and then you change the direction status. Okay, I should change this. here. I don't think it matters that much, but who knows. This, I'm changing this. Who knows what else. It may be minor, but even minor things can cause large problems. Not sure what the effect will be, but we'll find out. I expect nothing. So let's test again. Before I can test that this small change, I have to think about this. Because without the lamps working, this and the other ones have no effect at all. And right now they are sleeping, or in this case actually burning. Sleep is not that they are off, but they are on for 2 seconds. And that is not the case. That should not be the case. So how do we actually let them sleep? And the idea is have them sleep each time. So I intend to put them here as well. This is a sleeping time, and this is a sleeping time, so those are 2 seconds. And then here is one as well. So how can I have them sleep indefinitely? That's a good one. Let me just try this. Let's see what then happens. Right now the lamps are burning. And as far as I can see now, they just keep burning. And although the carriage doesn't move a millimeter, the lamps keep burning. So what happens when I manually assist it a little bit? Alright, they go the opposite way into the controller direction. And then I have the problem. Now it works again. And what do I see? Status 7 is 0. So that's alright. And what do I see now? Their status not D9 is 0. So that's alright. And this one is alright. And this one is alright now, but it doesn't get any power now, and that is due to the... Yeah, okay, now it gets power. Loses power. Now it gets full power, but it is between 6 and 7. Only then it gets power and the lamps keep working, so let's keep it that way. It's very slowly moving. And then it should be 6 is 0. Yes, 6 is 0 right now. And then there should be a direction change. Which there is. So let's take a look at the monorail itself after this small code change. So let's take a look at how things are now. Newly constructed thing in place. Lamps are working. Let me show you. This lamp is working. This lamp is working. And the other one as well. So that's no problem now. However, does this work? So right now when I hold my hand right here and on the opposite side it is blowing in that way. So it should go in that direction. But that isn't really happening, and yet, as you can hear, it doesn't run on full speed. So that is the question, why doesn't it run on full speed? Let me just assist it. Yes, go. It should move in that direction, considering the wind that I measure here. I just push it, see where I get power. And this is a problem. As long as this makes contact, it has power. So let me go take a look in that direction. Right now it should move in that direction, which it does very, very slowly. But you can see it move. So let's see what happens here. And here I have a problem. This should be lower. Alright. Here I have a problem that this power rod is getting lifted off the metal. So somewhere here is a little problem I need to solve. But it still gets power here. So let's move it over here. Here, okay. This part it doesn't get power, so I need a longer axis somehow. On the other hand, this whole construction is a little bit off. Anyway, look in here, there's not much progression. It's definitely trying that way. Alright, so much for the current attempts. And now it falls completely down, and there we go again. So the power is okay. Yeah, now you see it's moving very slowly. So for now, thank you for watching. With some minor code changes, with big differences, because the lamps are working, so the sensors are working, but this is somehow a problem which I hope to solve next time with the wires. And enough to do to get things really working. What's still a mystery to me is, see, now it works, now it goes that way, and now it tries to go that way again. I don't know why. If you like my videos, please subscribe to my channel if you haven't already done so. If you like to support, please do so. Visit my website for more information, and see also my Instagram for nice pictures I make, and about my projects, of course. And this is certainly to be continued. Bye bye.